Hi guys, welcome to my Foxy channel, and welcome to kind of an oddball video. And you can see my kitchen is getting decked out. It is messy in here. I've got kind of stuff everywhere because I try to keep the area that I work in sterile. But we're going to be a little weird here, so I'm using my phone because I don't really have anywhere to stick the camera. But we are going to stick, I've already weighed out all of my butters. So we're going to stick them on my giant stock pot, quite large. It's just like, it's not boiling. Don't let your water boil. You don't want it to boil, but it is hot. And yeah, I've got that going. Got that, I don't want to say cooking away, but melting away in another stock pot. I'm going to try to pull him forward so I can show ya. We have got beer. Beer. That's just beer. So I'm not going to tell you my recipes. I'm not going to tell you what's in it. But I did want to kind of show you guys. So this is going to be my beer shampoo recipe. You can use any kind of beer. Beer in general is just really good for your hair. It's better to rinse your hair in beer raw. So I try to not cook the beer out. So I like to get a non-alcoholic beer. That way the alcohol's already pulled out of it for me, and I'm not likely to have a volcano reaction due to the lye or sodium hydroxide mixing with the beer. So you can do that, or you can buy beer, and then I would recommend putting it slow and low and let it cook for a few hours low, on a very low setting, so you're not cooking out all those benefits, because you can lose a lot of the benefits from the beer when you cook it out. So yeah, let my hand off with a little something on there. But I've already done all the measurements. My sodium hydroxide's already measured. My beer's measured. Again, all my oils and butters have been measured, all but one, and then all but my essentials, or my blend, I should call it my blend, has gone in. So this takes a bit of time, and I wait for this concoction to melt. It takes a minute. Yeah. Give you guys a good stir. All the beautiful chunks, all the beautiful oils that are in this. So luxurious, so creamy, so amazing. This has been one of my best-selling bars back when I had ran my own, like a friend of mine and I had ran a company together. This is one we sold a lot of, so this was one of our best sellers. Yeah, so I just continue to make it. I do still have people ask me for it, mostly friends and family. It's basically all. Yeah. I don't really sell very much of it, but when I do, it sells in bulk. So this is a triple batch is what I call it, and it just fits, my measurements fit perfectly in these 3 molds. And then I let them sit and saponify overnight. With this bar, they do harden, the outside of them harden faster than most of my regular soap bars. I'm assuming it's just the way that the formula is made. But it does take time to cure. It still can take like a couple months for it to really get to perfection. So I like to make sure that when people order it, like this is actually a triple batch made. I'm making it for somebody. They actually ordered 60 of my bars. And so luckily she knows to let me know way prior to, and this is just part of her order. I love doing it. It's I don't know, stress relieving, fun. I love crafting, and this is something that I've done for a very long time. I've done soap making for a long time. I've done candle making even longer. Although candles nowadays, people all just do the glass-filled candles, even I do. And I know that they're expensive to make unless you have a factory. You're not going to get your money's worth. It's very hard to make a living off of candle making. So, and then soap making, I love doing it. But between my family, taking care of this house, bodybuilding, trying to go back to school, and then just all the other extra things in my life, I don't have time to do it as often as I used to. So, yeah, this is just a passion of mine. I love doing it. If you guys have made it this far, please like and subscribe. I would love to have you as part of my Foxy family. Don't mind how beautiful I look. I have to pull my hair back when I'm dealing with soaps and stuff, and I also usually wear my gloves. I took them off, washed them, and took them off because I wanted to get on here, and I figured this is the part where I could probably get away with taking them off, just while I'm chatting with you guys, all that stuff. I also usually wear a mask when I do the lye, when I mix it, and as well as when I'm weighing everything out. I was all up in gear. But I did want to pop on and give you guys a little video. I would not give, I don't know if this is going to be a series, but don't be surprised if once in a while you get a pop on and I'm like, hey guys, I gotta make 60 bars of soap real quick. So you're going to come along and join me for that little venture. And once I get a tripod and stuff, the camera will be easier to set up and we can get better visuals. And you guys can see me do mixing and maybe even the fumes of the evil lie. The terrible lie. Anyways, yeah, that's where we are. As you can see, my table behind me is all set up with all my stuff. Just a couple things I got to take downstairs. Most of my soap making supplies and things are kept in a very sterile location in my basement, locked in like their own bins and buckets and drawers and just whatnot. And then I have to take it upstairs and like make it up here, and I have to make sure everything's as sanitary as possible and dust free. And I purposely will wear clothes that don't, as I wipe, it's oil. It's like a little bit of butter. I don't know if you guys can see how shiny my finger is from that. But yeah. But I purposely wear stuff like this that isn't lint. It doesn't have lint. It doesn't hold on to hair. It doesn't, like, yeah. And it's the same with my pants. I try to stay with things that are virtually lint free. So yeah. And then I clean as I go. I've kept the sink very clean. I always, something when I work with lye, if you guys don't already know, sodium hydroxide. If you spill sodium hydroxide on yourself or there's an accident with it, do not use water. Warning, exclaimer, don't use water. Should go like this. Use vinegar. So I like these little, like, they're hairdresser spray bottles, and I fill it with vinegar. And it's great, and I miss the crap out of everything. Before I even weigh out my lye, I will spray the counter or the tabletop where I have it with vinegar, just in case any of it spills, so it's easier for cleanup. And that way it also won't, if you go to spray it with a spray bottle, it doesn't try to shoot away from you, because sometimes you can do that. Although today the lye I'm using is actually a flaked sodium hydroxide. It's a little heavier, more dense, so it doesn't move around quite as well as much as the small pellet sodium hydroxide, which is what I normally use, just because it does break down faster, so I like it a little bit more. But yeah, let's see, we'll take, oh, our butters are definitely melting. You guys tell, like super melty. Give it a nice little stirry stir. It's very slow. It doesn't it's not a fast process, so you kind of have to keep an eye on it, but it's slow. Same with my temperatures. So once I get my butters almost melted, I'm going to incorporate my sodium hydroxide into my beer. I'll move this so I can show you guys. So the sodium hydroxide will then go into there. And when that happens, I'm going to have my exhaust fans going, my other fan going. I already have my window open. I always have lots and lots of air flow. You want to make sure that that circulation is there. Just don't blow it towards the lye or anything, you know. You just want to make sure you're free from fumes. It's your safety for sure. And if you make soap in your home, like a lot of people do, then you want to make sure your animals, kids, significant other, family, whatever, are safe. And that is your sodium hydroxide lesson, or some people would say TED Talk for the day. Yeah, if you guys, again, have made it this far, please like and subscribe. Ring that notification bell so that you know when I'm posting a new video. And you never know, you're going to miss something crazy like this. Crazy wacky. I wish I could take you guys through the whole process. I thought about that. I mean, why not, right? Let's do it. So I'm going to pause you for a second because otherwise I'm not going to be able to hold it on my phone. So, and I can't edit. Not on my phone. Not yet. Okay, so hold on. We'll be back in just a second. Okay. So I took off my gloves and my apron. And it's been, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes. It's already been sitting, the lye has been already sitting, the oven is, or stove rather, is off. Oh, I'm wearing my glasses. The dangerous part at this point for me, at least where I'd be nervous, is over. But I'm staying my distance. You can probably hear the exhaust fan behind me, as well as the fan next to me, circulating the air. I'm staying behind it. I also have my kitchen fan going. Yeah, just kind of staying clear of any fumes that might still be in that area, that region. My exhaust fan actually sucks the fumes straight up. But when you do a beer bar, when you introduce the lye to the beer, it leaves a horrible smell. It's terrible. So I have to come up with a essential blend so that when you do the beer shampoo bar, it doesn't smell like that, because it smells like beer. And if you can picture what that smells like, it's disgusting. So, this is the one time where it like really heats, but the beer tolerates it well. It doesn't cook out any of the nutrients at this stage. It's the stage with saponification in which it can cook out more of the benefits that you have in that beer. But I found a little niche as far as like my saponification, so it doesn't seem to ever get as hot as some of the other bars, which kind of, in the past, we've lost, numerous batches of soap that did different things. Luckily, I've only had one caustic bar of soap that I can really think of, maybe 2 years and years and years, decades ago, or at least a decade and a half or so ago, if not more. But I've had where it's got clumpy, and it's because of the different temperaments or temperatures of things being introduced wrong. I've had that happen. I've had it happen where the essential oil or the fragrance does not take. It reacts like a volcano, and there's been some crazy stuff that's happened. So, checking on my oils real quick just to make sure they're all melted. I'm going to take these off the stove, and then I'm going to move stuff around and turn off this other fan so it's not as loud in here, because I think we're pretty clear, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, so those are both pulled off. I've turned off the exhaust fan. I do still have fans going. My window's still open. We're going to take our little gun here, and we're going to measure our temperatures. So we're about 10 degrees off, which is about normal. But the lye, which is now over here, is going to cool a little quicker than this is, because of the difference of bowls. So that's our, the bowls are significantly different. There's obviously more oils and stuff. We just kind of wait this out. They've got to completely cool down to, I like to get them down to at least as close to 100 degrees as possible, and then I add my last oil, and then I stir that in to my oils, and then I let it go down maybe another degree or two, give or take, and it actually likes to be poured at, like, this bar specifically doesn't mind being poured a little warm, like 110, 115. I've gotten away with it at 95 as well degrees, but it does start to thicken really quick if you get it too cool when you go to mix it. So I like to keep it warmer. So I'm actually like, that's my normal bar. Actually this bar I do, I mix the last oil in at 115 and then I try to do my blend. Make sure if you do soaps that you know your flash point, because I'm telling you, some of the mistakes I made as a rookie before I knew that flash points were a thing, you can cook off, cook out, completely ruin a whole batch of soap and waste so much money just by not knowing the basic stuff. And I've done so much research in the last like 5 or 6 years trying to figure out the perfect soap recipes, and it's all been very touch and go. And this beer bar, I think I got it down packed. So liquid gold, well, I don't know, the oils definitely. This stuff, I don't know if I'd call it gold. It's almost molasses, I guess. I mean, it looks like beer. I wish it would stay that color when I get it mixed with the oils, but it doesn't. It lightens up. The first, like, when you first pull it out of the mold, it's still very dark, and then it starts to, like, lighten up a lot on the outside, and then the center of it's the last thing to lighten up because of the airflow. Yeah, I might have to do a video and show you guys how I slice them, and maybe do some mixing stuff. Yeah, this is going to take a while, so I don't know that I want to torture you guys and drag you through the next probably 20 minutes, half hour of waiting and sitting. You can always sit your oils and stuff into ice baths. I know a lot of people that do it. I try to calmly wait and be patient with my stuff and let it naturally come down. It does it fairly quickly, and I'm not too worried about it. And doing it this way is more, I feel more confident. I've never had issues this direction. So, yeah. But, yeah, thank you so much if you've made it this far for joining me. I promise the videos will get better. Yeah, if I can get a tripod even for my phone in the meantime, or get like a selfie stick of some sort that I can attach to things, I can take you guys through some of the mixing and stuff next time. Yeah, I'll definitely show you what the batches look like. We'll do a video on, like, to catch up and show you guys kind of what they turn out to be like, show you the lather maybe, stuff like that. But yeah, if you want to see those videos, or if you want more like this, you gotta let me know. If you want workout stuff, if you want nutrition, I'm here for it. Love you guys. Stay foxy. Stay beautiful. Oh my gosh, the sun's coming out. We've been in rain all day. Because I love you. Crimson out.